Good morning, JCI, Michigan. I am so glad to see you all so bright-eyed this morning. Must because that DJ MC guy that they hired for the weekend, or maybe it's the mimosas. Either way, my friends, I am David Q. Worthams, your 87th past president, and JCI Senator 69833. I'm your MC for today's programs, and so thank you so much for joining us here and at home for this meeting of the corporation. Friends, please now stand and welcome your Secretary and Chaplain, Ilona Castelline, for a motivational message, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Ilona.
I first want to just thank everyone for being here. Those of you that are here at Boyne, welcome back. Thank you for all of those that are back home or in your hotel rooms watching via Zoom. Thank you, everyone who has made an impact on our organization in 2020 through everything that we have been through, rebalancing ourselves, making it happen for not only our local chapters, but our local members. Because at the end of the day, the most important member is the general member. Please never forget that. If you ever need anyone, your team is always behind you, whether it be on the state board or in your local boards. With that, I just have a couple of quotes, and our last business meeting was started off with some amazing words from Carol, so I'm following suit, and they're musical quotes. First of all, I am thankful for every day that I am given, both the easy and the hard ones I'm living. 2020 threw us on a roller coaster, but we came out of it stronger than ever. That has definitely been seen in our attendance on Zoom and today here at Boyne. Next, holding to the ground as the ground keeps shifting, trying to keep sane as the rules keep changing, keeping up my head as my heart falls out of sight. Everything will be all right. Again, you guys have been amazing. Never forget what you have gone through, what you will continue to go through, but you will always, everything will be all right. Lastly, President Bonarack said last night, we are coming out of the dark. The only way that we can come out of the dark is to know and have optimism that there is light. So with that, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your retreat. Enjoy your cup of coffee or your mimosa that you have at home. And with that, I would like to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Join me in thanking Ilona, your chapatary? I'll get that right in about a year from now. Anyway, please, friends, help me welcome the 97th president of the Michigan Junior Chamber, also known as JCI Michigan. This is, from Redford, Adam Bonarack.
Good morning, JCI Michigan. And with that, I think it's time to ring that bell and call this meeting to order. It's great to see all of you this morning. I'm reporting live from the red ballroom. To my left, we have the blue room, and behind me, we have the green and the orange ballrooms. So we got all the colors represented this morning for our business meeting. Thank you all so much for being here. That brings us to our first item of business, which is the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? Moved by Kalamazoo, seconded by Westland. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying agenda. Any opposed? Motion passes. That brings us to our approval of the minutes from the February 18th meeting of the corporation. Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Moved by Ann Arbor. Seconded by Lansing. Any discussion on the minutes from February 18th of 2021? Seeing none, all those please say minutes. Any opposed? Motion passes. And with that, I'm going to bring up our first officer for an officer report. And please remember, officers, we are not doing a first and second until we're all done. So with that, please welcome for our primary advisor report, our primary advisor, Steve Pickelman.
Good morning, everyone. Just a couple real quick things. First up, we have the Mid-America Conference. Mid-America is consisting of Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Minnesota. And the conference will be held August 20th through 22nd in the Cleveland area. We will be having trainings there. Right now, the training agenda is not set, so if there are any trainings that you would like to see there, please let myself, or more importantly, Mid-America Chairwoman Fay, know what kind of trainings you would like there. The registration is open, the room block is open. I will be posting it on Post-it Here after this weekend, as well as on the board page and everything else on Facebook in the appropriate groups. So it's a good time to get to network with members from across the Midwest and see what's working in their chapters and in their states, and hopefully take a little bit of what we know or what we learn from them and implement it in our chapters, as well as give what works for us to them, and everyone benefits. Like I just said during the panel, we can really change what our programming and projects look like within our chapters and organization, and collaboration and communication are key in that. So Mid-America Conference is a good way to do that. Secondly, during the trainings today, when everyone is out on the grass field, myself, Peter Behrman, our Mid-America Secondary, and Chairwoman Fay, we will have office hours. They're from 1:30 to 2:30. We're going to try and keep it to 10-minute blocks. Right now, the only slot that has been filled is 1:30. Got Jerry. And, so see myself or Faye if you want to set time when you want to meet with us during that hour. If we have more people than we have time for, we will, now that, we're used to dealing with COVID and doing things virtually through Zoom, we will be more than happy to set up a time where we can talk with you. Now, our office hours are for anyone, whether you're a local general member that's looking to advance to chapter president or chapter vice president, or even further to the state, to the national, to the international organization. We want to talk with you, find out what your ambitions are, and move you and help set a groundwork and pave the way for you to move up to your aspirations within the organization on a leadership level. So come see myself, Faye, or Peter, and we would be more than happy to set up a time with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Advisor. That brings us to our Senate Liaison Report, I believe reporting from Zoom. Michelle Kelly? Michelle, you're on mute.
Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a great time in Boyne. I'm sad to miss it. So I have couple Senate events that are coming up that I wanted to let everybody know about. So we have June 12th is the RAD Tour. It's a bike tour. It's in Frankenmuth that the Senate is putting on. So for more information, you can see Vet or Jeff in the Senate. But you can register at BavarianFestival.org. And it's the morning of June 12th. There's a couple different bike routes that you can take. And then we also have November 13th is Jeans and Jewels fundraiser, which will be a couple years now. You can see Nina or Faye or any of the senators for some information on that. And there'll be more coming out. But this is an awesome event, and we have a great time every year and raise tons of money to give out scholarships. So with that, if you ever have any projects you would like me to pass on to the Senate, please let me know. And always reach out to your senators if you ever need anything. We're here to help. Have a great time at Boyne.
Thank you, Michelle. I just want to echo, since I've had the opportunity to serve on the scholarship committee for the last 2 years for the Senate, and for the second year in a row, Michigan had 2 winners win at the national level for the JCI Senate program. So if you can support that, please do, because it really is making a difference for our people here in Michigan. That brings us to our Corporate and Government Relations Director's report from Zoom, Julie Huff.
Hey everyone, sorry I can't be there today. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Sorry I can't be there. I was hoping being outside it might look at least a little bit pleasant, but I just really quickly wanted to speak about an awesome partnership that we have been a part of for a little bit of time, but now that we're sort of coming out of the era of COVID, we're able to talk a little bit more about partnerships and getting out there. And there's a really exciting opportunity with an organization called Hugh O'Brien Leadership. This is Hobby. If anyone's familiar with this is geared more towards young people and the young people across the United States, more high school age, but it's a great organization with which we now, with JCI, have partnered in the last year and a half. And I'll be promoting this organization a little bit more with our local chapters, specifically chapters that deal more with younger generations as well. I know, for example, we have some chapters that have J-Teens organizations. Hobby leadership is really excellent and kind of sets the message for our young people to then set up and start joining organizations like JCI. So if you're very interested, please reach out and contact me, but I'm going to try and get more information out to our district directors as well as our membership VP. But this is an exciting partnership to promote, and we'll have more information out there. It is my understanding also that President Adam was a member of the Hobby organization, and they have an extensive alumni network that includes several former United States presidents, as well as former vice presidents and secretaries of defense. So it's definitely a prominent organization, and I look forward to working with them. That's all I have for my report. Have fun, guys.
Thank you, Julie. Great to see you reporting live from some sunny location. And yes, the Hobie program is a fantastic program for one high school sophomore from every high school in the country. And so it's a really great opportunity for us to partner. So looking forward to seeing more information on that to come out. All right, that brings us to our Communication Technology Director's report from the stage, Lady Bird Johnson.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Good morning to everyone on Zoom, too. It's so good to see everybody. My first thing to say is the communications and technology team has been working very, very hard the last couple months on making this Boyne retreat an awesome experience in person and virtually. So thank you for being patient as we're going through this hybrid experience together, and any little glitches, thank you. I want to say thank you to Noel Groom and Aaron Verberkamos on my team. The board has heard me say this over and over, but I want to scream it from the top of Boyne Mountain how much I appreciate them so much. Another thing, we're trying to do more promotional videos and photos. So even from your comfort of your home, the Zoom screenshots, we want to show everybody what is going on Boyne Retreat. So anything you can send, that would be awesome. And lastly, if you've been paying attention, we've been doing a social media engagement contest ran by Erin Verberkamos. She is awesome. I'll say it again. From March 1st to May 1st. And today we are announcing our winner. So if you didn't participate this time, we are doing it again. I don't know if Erin is on. Is she? Does she want to announce the winner?
Hi, everybody. I'm coming to you live today from the soccer pitch. Sorry I couldn't be with you guys in person. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited to announce that the winner of our first social media engagement contest which is and they receive a $50 gift certificate of their choice, is none other than Joni Zielinski of the Central Woodward JC. Joni, thank you so much for all of your engagement and everything throughout the past couple of months. We really, really appreciate it.
Yes, congratulations, Joni. We're very excited. So if you want to follow suit and ask Joni, we like, share, comment, and we'll be doing this again. So very exciting. And that's all I have for my report.
Thank you, Stephanie. And I think we all know that really it's Joni's cat that does all the social media engagement, as we saw yesterday on the Finance Committee meeting. Please welcome to the stage for the training report, our training director, Michelle McGran.
Good morning, JCI Michigan. So your training team has been hard at work, and my very first agenda item is something very exciting. So if you tuned into the panel discussion earlier this morning, you heard them talk about one of the best ways for recruitment of your new members and activating them and getting them engaged is to provide mentorship opportunities to create a welcome and safe space. This year, your training committee has been working on a program called JCI Go. And this is a program we found, science says that cohorts, whether it be in education organizations or whatever, can help provide that network and support and welcoming feel. And so we did that within JCI. So Amanda in the back, she's hiding over there, but she took the lead on this of creating a program that allows new members to learn all of those things that they need to know for, JCI 101 and learn and meet with each other in that kind of cohort feel. Throughout the year, and that launches today. She's been working on it all year, so I'm so excited to announce that. Today's kickoff meeting will be at 4:30 on Zoom with a first real meeting. This is like the orientation, kind of explain the program. First meeting in June. Now, this is in collaboration with what chapters are doing uniquely, as well as the membership team. So any chapter presidents, organizations, or even new members who are interested, if you could send your information to jcigoprogram@gmail.com, and Amanda will send out all of that information, get you all onboarded, and help you start making the most out of your JCI career. Now, the other big initiative out of training was to create personal and professional development opportunities even outside of the classroom. So what we've been attempting to do is micro-learnings that are available on social media. So every 2 weeks or so, they come out on a Thursday. You may have seen some of the posts. I just want to encourage people to go ahead and share those with their, I know you all have chapter pages and chapter groups to help distribute some of those learning opportunities. We are also always looking, crowdsourcing best practices and information. You all watch videos and find resources in your everyday life, and we would love to be able to share that with the membership at large. So if you come across those, please feel free to send them to me, Amanda, or Michael as part of the training team. And then finally, we are still trying to do more trainings monthly via Zoom. We are decoupling a lot of them from the events unless they're things like today's big team building training, right? These are personal topics, professional topics, individual development. Keep an eye out for those. If you have a request for something that you're like, I really wish I could learn more about this, we would love to hear you. We also want to give the opportunity to our members to train some of these sessions. So if you have an idea and you want to build up your skill set, let me know and I will help you get ready to lead your first training. So with that, that is my report from the training team.
Thank you, Michelle, for that report, and I'm looking forward to today's field day trainings and, of course, our keynote speaker right after this session with Simon Ong. That brings us, and I'm a little concerned because he now has a legal folder in his hand, and he told me yesterday that we were not being sued, so now I'm worried about what Jay Johnson may have done last night. Please welcome to the podium for our legal counsel report, our legal counsel, Corey Rickett.
Thank you. Good morning. As I am legal counsel, my report. We are not being sued. Yeah. Oh, and we are not suing anyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. That was great. That was a valid use of that legal folder. All right, that brings us for the Chapter's report. Please welcome to the podium Ilona Castelline.
Okay, mine's definitely not going to be as entertaining as Corey's, perhaps. Two sets. Secretary, it is always super important. I just want to remind you, super important to make sure you are keeping your chapter organized. That feeds into every faucet of your chapter. Stay organized. If you need help, I am always available. Lastly, on the chaplain side of things, remember 2020 has affected us all in one way or another, and 2021 will continue to do the same. Reach out to your members. Send them a card. It doesn't take much. Give them a call, send them a text. As always, if you need anything, if you need an upbeat, if you're having a bad day, I, as your chaplain, am always here for you. Please never hesitate to call. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilona. Next up, we have our MVP, our Membership Vice President, Chris Crawford.
All right, good morning again, JCI Michigan. Got a few fantastic things to share. I hope everybody's taking in the energy and upbeat and excited going forward. First thing I want to do is cover a little bit of business, of course. We've got about 101 people up for renewal. Again, like I've always said, like if probably beating a dead horse, call your people regardless, whether they're up for renewal or not, right? I've got some exciting news. So far this quarter, we already have 6 new members in the system, with another 17 that are sending in checks. So, way to go. Last quarter, just to give you some context, we only had 7 total, but that's okay because we're just building momentum. So, really excited for that. Really excited to see all of our chapters starting to do things, finding ways. As Pickle said earlier, we've started to figure this COVID thing out, and we're finding ways to engage our members and to engage our communities and just be who we are, have a good time, bring people around and engage people. So I'm super proud of the team for that. Really, really excited to see what Amanda Lozier has with the JCI Go program. We're going to be working together on this. She's done an amazing thing coming up with this cohort. I'm just here, our team is here to support you, however we need to, because I think that's how we're going to grow going forward, is instead of it being chapter by chapter, you talk to 5 different chapters, there's 5 different ideas as to who the JCs are. I think that we found a way to kind of fix that. Also, the membership team, we will also be rolling out, in conjunction with what she's already rolling out, the membership toolkit is finally here. We took the best from JCI USA and what our members wanted and put it all together. It's not just JC things, there's also things about burnout, self-care, things of that nature, because that's important too, right? It's all, we can't build a bridge if we don't have the right foundation. So we're gonna make sure that our people are taken care of. Really excited for that. And really, that's my report for today. Oh yes, actually, more exciting news. So I'm gonna let Faye talk about it because she is wonderful, and I'm really excited to see new ways to engage and build our membership. So without further ado, Faye Walsh.
Good morning, JCI Michigan. Good morning. So what I'm really excited to talk about this morning is recruitment. Woo! How many of you are scared out of your mind about recruitment? Thank you. All right, here's how we're going to make this a little bit easier. MVP Chris just talked about we've got some momentum going, right? We had 7 in the first quarter. We've already got 6 so far. That's exciting. We need to amp it up just a little bit more, right? Because when we have more members in our organization, we create more impact. It's a very easy math equation, and I'm not that good at math, but I can tell you that. So we are rolling out a very exciting recruitment opportunity that will involve everybody, active members, alumni members, senators, past presidents, anybody that you can think of. So what's going to happen is our district directors are going to serve as our team leaders. They are going to work with their chapter presidents to understand the makeup of the current chapters. Who's at the table now? You might have heard me mention that earlier during the diversity panel, right? Who's at the table now? Who do you want at the table? Who do you need to invite so that you can have a more well-rounded, more diverse chapter so you can create better impact? So the district directors are going to work with the chapter presidents to better understand and analyze and figure out who needs to get invited to the table. Then, come June 1, we are going to launch an amazing opportunity for us to start offering that JC opportunity to as many people as we possibly can. Can't do it by yourselves, right? Got to have a team. We've got that team for you. It's called your alumni, your senators, your past presidents, your JCI Michigan Board of Directors, anyone who's ever said, hey, just let me know what you need. Guess what? Now is time to call in that favor because we need their network. We need to know who they know. We need to know who they can introduce us to because we want to make this table the most diverse, the most well-rounded, the biggest variety of experiences and knowledge and excitement that we can bring to our chapters. And I'm not going to set a goal. President Adams not going to set a goal. MVP Chris isn't going to set a goal for you. You guys are going to set your own goals. You tell us how many new members do you want to bring in through this program. I'm kind of calling it Membership Fun in the Sun, June 1 to August 31. It's Michigan, so for legal disclaimers, I can't promise sun, but I feel like it kind of goes with the flow. So I hope that you're as excited about this opportunity as I am. I am more than happy to talk with anybody who wants to pick my brain, come up with ideas. I've done a little recruiting in my day. I know past President Pickle, he got a couple pins on his lapel there, the 25-member recruiter a few times over. There's a few of us who really love this, and we want nothing more than to help you guys build that momentum and make your chapters just as strong and thriving as possible. So who's with me on this? Thank you. So more information to come, but we just wanted to get you excited about this because I am super excited. I know President Adams is excited. This is going to be an awesome summer for membership in the JCs. So more information to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Past President Fay, and thank you, MVP Chris. And it's going to be a great program, and we're going to have a lot of membership fun in the sun. That brings us to our PVP report. Please welcome to the stage your Programming Vice President, Karina Townsend.
Thank you. It's hard to follow Buffet, but she convinced me to join one, so I guess I'm ready to join again. I first want to start off by saying thank you to my programming directors, Nikki Dobos and Kimmy Black. They did a really wonderful job managing competitions and CLC for quarter 1. We had 7 chapters submit for CLC, and 9 members and 1 J team participate in 7 different competitions in quarter 1. So we're really excited about that, and we'll actually have those awards this evening, but also you'll get to see some of the submissions as well. Additionally, thank you to all the judges who participated in the Q1 competitions. Very helpful to have you all supporting us. Quarter 2 ends June 30th, and submissions for quarter 2 will be due Sunday, July 11th. We will have the same competition, CLC, and chapter plans. Additionally, we will have SPEs submitted for the semester, so for quarter 1 and quarter 2 at that date. And then we will be hosting virtual competitions on Saturday, July 31st. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina. Up next, we have the person running around in stage blacks this weekend, our COO report, Carol Z. Pickleman. As she furiously writes away, yeah.
Good morning, JCI. I just want to first start by saying thank you so much to everyone in this room. Thank you so much to everyone next door in our blue room. Thank you so much to everyone in our green room in the back. And thank you to everyone at home for joining us today and trusting our team to put together this program for you. We are so happy to be here. I cannot say that enough. And we are just so thankful that everyone is willing to come and follow the restrictions that are required to be here and to be your patience with us as we navigate 4 ballrooms at the same time tonight. So thank you in advance for all of that patience. Speaking of tonight, when you arrive, just a reminder, if you are in person and you have a red wristband or a blue wristband, you will be arriving in the slope side entrance of the Civic Center. If you have an orange or green, you will arrive in the arcade entrance. If you did not get a wristband, come to the main entrance and we will figure that out for you. We are so excited to see you tonight. I think that's the most important reminder for the evening. Oh, there's also a cash bar tonight at dinner, and they will allow you to purchase beverages and bring them into awards, just so you're all aware of that too. Perfect. So next up in my report, just to throw some dates out for you for some upcoming events that we will be having this year. We are doing a family glamping trip. We have Mystery Creek Campground is completely reserved for JCI, Michigan, for a camping trip on July 22nd and 23rd. Again, that is July 22nd and 23rd. And we have the campground reserved. Information will be available soon. You will purchase the tickets through us. There are RV rentals for those of you who would rather glamp than camp. Yes, Ariana feels that. Me too. All right. Following that event on August 14th, again, that is Saturday, August 14th, we will be having our Meet the Candidates at the Service Center in Lansing, followed by our quarterly awards and our first semester awards, which will be SPEs and all of that fun stuff. So after that, we will be going to a Lugnuts baseball game, so it's a whole fun day of JCs. Again, that was August 14th. And then our lots and quarterly awards for November, it's the artist formerly known as Fall Conference, will be November 5th through 7th. Again, that's November 5th through 7th, and that will be in Grand Rapids. So we hope that we will see everyone at all of these events coming up, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Carol. Looking forward to that and looking forward to all the fun this evening, too. They've already got the pig roasting for the pig roast, so it's going to be awesome. And I'm glad they already have it roasting, right? But anyway, that brings us to our Chief of Staff report. Please welcome my right-hand person to the stage, Tara Mack.
All right, good morning, JCI. So for my agenda, I just have a couple things. Sorry. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is I kind of want to echo what Carol said about the weekend. We're so happy to have you guys all here. So just remember, if you need anything at all, that's what I'm here to help you out with. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. And the other thing is, I think it's really awesome that we're starting to see some in-person events again, or even virtual events. And I wanted to just kind of put it out there. Don't forget to invite us. Let us know what you're doing and when you're doing it and how you're doing them so that I can also make sure Adam knows where to go, how to go, and when to go. So with that being said, that is the end of my report. Under 2 minutes, Carol.
I can make it more than 2 minutes. Thank you, Tara. That completes our officer reports. If that, is there a motion to approve the officer reports? Moved by Ionia, Seconded by Kalamazoo. Any discussion? All in favor, please say officers. Any opposed? Motion passes. That brings us to our standing committee reports. First up, to give us an on-to report for On-to St. Louis, Jen Groom.
Hi, everyone. I am going to be selling 50/50 raffle tickets at dinner tonight, so please find me if you're interested. The money obviously is going to go to On2 for St. Louis. The tickets are $1 for one ticket, $5 for 6, $10 for 15, or 20 for 30, and the drawing will be at the end of dinner. There is already over $300 in the pot, so it's definitely worth buying a ticket. The St. Louis that Adam mentioned is going to be the celebration of the century annual meeting, and that is September 16th through the 18th in St. Louis, Missouri. And then also looking ahead, the JCI year-end conference for 2001 is being held in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, April 6th through the 10th of 2022. And then also I wanted to mention JCI 2021 World Congress is being held in Johannesburg, South Africa, November 6th through the 20th of 2021. More information can be found for that event at www.jciwc2021.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jen. And I know since she's in our midst, our past national president, Faye Walsh, is on that planning committee for the celebration of the century +1. And so it's going to be a really awesome time in St. Louis as we celebrate 101 years as a national organization. Up next, we have for a finance committee report, reporting from Zoom, Joni. And your cat, maybe.
No, unfortunately, my cat is not with me today, so we will not be seeing my cat's butt on Zoom during this meeting. I'm actually at my parents' house. We're celebrating Mother's Day today. In case anyone forgets, tomorrow's Mother's Day, so get a card. Okay, so I would like to start off by saying that I am completely shocked that I won a social media contest. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not very active on social media, and it primarily is a place where I keep track of where ice cream, donuts, tacos, and to watch cat videos. So the fact that I won a social media contest is very shocking. And then for my report, I would like to say that the insurance invoices went out this week, so please pay your insurance invoices for 2021 insurance. And due to lack of events for 2020, we are providing a refund on 2020 insurance, and those checks will be going out shortly to chapters. And if you should, if you have not already done so, the 990 N that most chapters file, or any 990 that you file, is due May 15th, which is on Saturday this year, so you get 2 extra days till May 17th to file your taxes. So please do that. And lastly, I would like to say that this is my final meeting as finance director, and Jerry Behrman will be taking over as finance director. So I would like to thank everyone for this awesome opportunity to be finance director. This is, I have the time of my life when I do this role, and it's something that I really love to do. And I would like to put a pitch out there that if anyone is interested in being deputy finance director under Jerry, that position is available. So if you have any interest, please contact me, Jerry, or Adam. And that is my report.
Great. Joni, thank you very much, and thank you for your wonderful service this past year. We couldn't do it without you. For our final standing committee report this morning, please welcome to the stage your elections chair and your immediate past president, Sarah Austin.
Good morning, JCI Michigan. So I'm going to make this quick. As Carol mentioned, Meet the Candidates will be done on August 14th. That is going to be a hybrid event, so we will be at the Service Center, but for those that do not or cannot come to the Service Center, we will have a virtual component for that as well. Packets for the election will be coming out in late June. Voting will be done electronically this year, so we won't have to worry about mailing in ballots or anything like that. The Elections Committee consists of myself, past President David Worthams, and legal counsel Corey Rickett. We do have one more opening on the committee. So to serve on the committee, if you're interested, you have to be a member in good standing and not running for one of the 8 elected positions. So if you are interested in serving on the Elections Committee, please feel free to reach out to myself or President Adam. And that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Past President Sarah. With that, is there a motion to adopt the standing committee reports? Moved by Frankenmuth. Seconded by Muskegon. All in favor, please signify by saying bacon. Any opposed? Motion passes. That brings us to our special committee reports. We have 2 special committees this year, and they're both doing great work. First up is Ariana King to talk about the Gen Z Task Force report.
That's pretty high. Can you hear me? Okay. Hi. So with the Gen Z Task Force, we sent out a survey to everyone, and one of the questions on the survey was about lowering the age from 21 to 18. About 75% of the votes, which was 40 people that did submit, they were for changing the age from 21 to 14. So I did speak with legal, and they are okay with moving forward, so more information to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariana. And to give us an update on the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force, please welcome the Kimmy Tolliver.
Hello again. Okay, so first, I want to say thank you to all of the panelists from earlier. It was great. I was very happy to have an action item for the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force. It was different, not saying anything, just asking questions. It was different for me, but I enjoyed it very much. Moving on to my report. So the main thing that the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force has been doing this year has been our book club. And I'm here to announce that on May 25th, we will be discussing the movie Wind River. So May 25th at 8 p.m., that is what we will be discussing. It's available streaming. You can also get it for free from your local library or Hoopla. If you don't know what Hoopla is, you can ask me about it later. It's a free resource through the library, which leads me to our resource library that we do have on the Google Drive. So members can access the resource library through our the JCI Michigan Google Drive. So if you go on there, you can click the link, and there is a list of all the books that we have read, but also there is a link to resources that will help you gain knowledge about things that revolve around race, LGBTQIA, gender equality. There's lots of things. And also, if you have anything you would like to add to that resource library, please let me know. And remember that diversity and inclusion is not just race and gender. It includes all sorts of different backgrounds. So if you have anything you want to add, please let me know. I am here all weekend, and that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimmy. Is there a motion to approve the special committee reports? Moved by Kalamazoo. Seconded by Lansing. Any discussion? All in favor, please say Gen Z. Any opposed? Motion passes. That brings us to old business. There is no old business. There is one pseudo sort of new business. Please welcome to talk a little bit about the National North American Leadership Academy, which is really exciting event coming up. Please welcome one of the lead trainers and past president, Jay Johnson.
Buongiorno. Thank you, Mr. President. July 21st through the 25th, mark your calendars. We are going to be doing our second North American Academy. We don't give details on what the agenda is, but suffice it to say that it is completely, what?
You're swallowing it so they can't hear you on Zoom.
Hi, can you hear me on Zoom? Okay.
Yeah, now.
I was muted, sorry. So, we won't be telling you what the agenda is. That's part of the fun. We are going to be in St. Louis. Come with a good attitude and be ready to have transformation. So if you have, I see some of our people that are here today that were part of our inaugural North American Academy. You can talk to them and they would be happy to tell you nothing. Right? No secrets revealed. But seriously, this is one of the best opportunities for you to really understand what it means to transform and to change and to have an opportunity to become who you want to be. So please join us July 21st through the 25th in St. Louis. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Past President. Anything else?
Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. Past President.
Thank you, sir. I have a piece of new business.
Uh-oh.
According to this piece of paper that was given to me about 3 days ago by your chief of operations, it's time to give your first presidential medallion of the day.
I think we can do that.
Alrighty.
What do you need? How can I help? Those are the phrases I hear uttered so often from our next medallion recipient. When I first decided to run for president last year, this person was one of the first to come to me and say, "I'm so glad you've decided to run. How can I help? And what do you need?" Which made me so grateful because I've always enjoyed working with this individual, and I was truly hoping that she would want to be on my team this year. She told me early on that she wanted to be a goodwill ambassador for Team 97. She wanted to be the one who was responsible for making people feel welcome and appreciated, whether that's through a goodie bag, wishing someone happy birthday, organizing this year's Secret Pal, or helping us celebrate fellowship with mimosas. And when I told her that I wanted to shuffle some of the positions around on the team this year, looking for ways to consolidate the team and combine roles, again, her first response was, "What do you need?" Case in point, she has volunteered this year to attend the Finance Committee just so she can take proper minutes. Who does that? Who offers to attend even more meetings than they have to already? Our chapitary, that's who. Ilona, thank you for agreeing to be our chaplain, our secretary, and a little bit of an EPA rolled into one. Please welcome to the stage for a presidential medallion from Ionia and Lansing, Ilona Castelline. And that brings us to my presidential remarks for the morning. I just have to say, this morning I feel a little bit like I'm the news anchor, because I have to keep asking, we're reporting live from the green room, the blue room, reporting live from Zoom, right? We're all over the place. But I think in many ways, that just goes to a perfect example of why I picked the theme that I did for this weekend, which is coming out of the dark. Because this organization has shown an amazing ability and resilience to take the challenges that were given to us from last year and find new ways to adapt and move forward. And I think the success that we're having here this weekend and the ways that we have continued to grow and expand our ability to engage and involve everyone, whether they're here in person, in the room next door, or watching us live from home, is just a perfect example of how we are truly coming out of the dark. And that is why, of course, I gave, just as a shout out, because I really don't want anyone to miss it because it's going to be amazing, but that's why I gave our keynote speaker today, Simon Ong from JCI UK, the topic of coming out of the dark. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing keynote session in 10 minutes here. You don't want to miss it. I just want to say thank you all again for being here. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn? Moved by Kalamazoo, seconded by Redford. Any discussion? We're adjourned. Thank you very much.